In this video, we'll be looking at option number 2 for how you can set up a print archive on your site, and that is to upload PDFs to your media library and then redirect your stories to those PDFs. The first thing you're going to want to do is create a new category for print. To do that, I'm going to come to my dashboard here. I'm going to hover over Stories and then click on Story Categories. Now you can title this category whatever you'd like. I'm going to just call mine Print and then add that category. Another thing you're probably going to want to do to make sure that visitors to your site can access that category, you're probably going to want to add it to your navigation menu here. So to do that, again, from my dashboard, I'm going to hover over Snow Dashboard here in the corner, edit my navigation menus, and I want to make sure that I have the correct menu selected. So in this case, I am going to be editing my main navigation menu, so I'll leave that one selected, but you might need to choose a different menu. Then from the options on the left of different menu items I can add, I want to add that category I created. So I'm going to click on Categories, find my print category, select, and then add to menu. And if I want, I can click and drag to rearrange, position it where I'd like. Once I'm happy with its position, I'll click on Save Menu. Now, if I go back to my home page and refresh, I can see there is my print tab, my print category. If I click on it right now, it's empty, of course, but once I start adding my print issues, they will show up here. My next step that I need to do involves my design options. So I'm going to go to my dashboard here, hover over this dashboard tab in the top left corner, and click on design options. From here, you're going to see all of these different things that you can click on, but you want to select links. And then you want to check the box that says enable custom links. What that's going to do is when we put a story together, we're going to have the option to put a link with the story. And if somebody clicks on that story, it's going to redirect them out to whatever we've linked. So what we're going to do is put a link to the PDF. And then when somebody clicks on the story, it'll redirect them out to that PDF, that print issue. So again, I want to make sure I click on this box here and then save all design options. Okay, so next step is to actually upload your PDF. And to do that, I'm going to click on Media here and then Add Media File and select my PDF to upload. And once it's uploaded, I want to make sure that I copy the URL to my clipboard. That URL is what we're going to redirect the story to, so that again, when somebody clicks on that story, it's going to take them to our PDF, our print issue. So the last thing that I need to do is set up the story. To do that, I'm going to click on Stories here and then Add Story. And there's a couple details that I'm going to fill in. First being the headline. You can title these or distinguish these however you'd like. I'm just going to call this one Sample Print. The next thing over here, if I scroll down, I have this redirect story page to different URL. So this is where I'm going to paste that URL that I copied from the media library for my PDF. And so again, it says when anything is added to this field, the headline will redirect. So as soon as somebody clicks on this headline, it's going to take them out to that PDF. Couple other things with this story. For a featured image, I would use the cover of your print issue, upload that as your featured image. So I'm going to set, and I've got my cover right here. I'm going to set that featured image. You can just take a screenshot or upload that image if you've got it. And then the last step, very important for the categories, I want to make sure that I select that print category. That's going to ensure that this story shows up where I want it to go in that menu. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this story. And now if we go back to my homepage and click on print, I can see here is my story with the cover as the featured image. And because I've used that redirect link, when I click on the headline, it redirects me right out to that PDF and I can view it from here. So again, that is option number 2, uploading your PDFs to your media library and then using those redirect links to redirect your stories out to those PDFs.